Guys, it's me. I'm back.
What's up, party people?
We're like, Mads, come on. All right, this show is taking a turn for the. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. Today's episode is sponsored by Liquid Death. It's water. This isn't, but we got a great show for you. I've missed you guys, and I've been gone for a couple weeks. As you know, we blame everything on Jared. So it's all Jared's fault. But we're back with a great episode today. We got Benjamin Nowak on the line. We've got Jamie Hurley from Veterans Creed with us as well. We're going to talk about an upcoming event that we're going to be flying down to Texas to participate in. But yeah, it's May. I'm having a hard time believing that it's May. And as a gentle reminder, if you haven't remembered, Mother's Day Sunday. So look at that. We just lost half the people. They just left. They forgot about Mother's Day. But it's May. So we're finally fishing. We've got, the weather's been crazy all over the place. But hey, for the most part, we're all fishing across the country now. So that's a good thing. And we might talk a little bit about the box. I'm sure we're going to talk about some smallmouth. But yeah, we got a great show for you. Golden tickets, tune in. We're gonna make sure we go through those golden tickets. I could sit and talk right now, honestly, about what's going on with college athletics, because for whatever reason, that's on my mind. It's crazy what's going on, and if you love college football, obviously, you're well aware of what's taking place right now in the world of paying athletes for name, image, and likeness. It's out of control. But we're not here to talk college football. We're here to talk about fishing. As always, the hotline will be open. So if you've got questions, please don't hesitate to dial in. I don't want to waste any time. Are you fired up? Are you ready to go, Jared? I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty fired up. And I'm going to pour you guys a glass of wine. It's Cinco de Mayo, everyone. And I don't know what it's like in the rest of the country. But I can tell you in California, pretty much everyone in the office, they've been out at lunch since lunch, and they never came back. And those that did aren't really doing much work because they had a few Coronas, they had a few margaritas, and I don't think we'll see them for a few days. So cheers to you if you're celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I know when we're done, we're going to head out of here. We're going to go get some dinner. Jared's going to go eat sushi with his fiance, and he doesn't like Cinco de Mayo. Not sure what that really means, but I think Rafi and I are going to head out and get some tacos and maybe meet up with Rafi. Maybe meet up with Pole. We'll see how that goes. All right, so let's not waste any time. Today's guest, if you don't know who he is, you must be new to YouTube, and this is day one, and I'm going to make your day because I'm going to tell you about this guy. This guy is one of the best sticks on the planet. He's humble. He'll tell you no. If you were to build your top 20 list of smallmouth anglers in the United States, would I say top 20? Top 20? I'd put our guest today in the top 20. He knows a thing or two about those little smallmouth fish. So if you haven't tuned in before, you're going to want to watch his stuff because he makes great content. We're going to talk about why he hasn't been making a lot of content lately. I mean, I don't know why. He's keeping it all from us. Maybe he's back sandbagging a bit, but our guest today is none other than Benjamin Nowak.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Good. Man, thanks for the intro.
Well,
it's always good to be introed by someone, right? Because I'll just tell you that, I'm Ben, and we're here to talk fishing, but...
Well, yeah. And you do...
How have you been?
I've been pretty good, thanks for asking. I've been been pretty busy, and we're trying to build this little company, and I'm trying to learn how to fish along the way. I don't know if you heard, but I'm kind of like Cy Sperling from the '80s. I don't know if you know who Cy Sperling is, but
I don't.
okay, so there used to be this thing called the Hair Club for Men, and his whole tagline was, "I'm not only the president, but I'm also a client." And they showed his before and after pictures. Well, I'm such a big believer that Monster Bass can help you learn how to, become a better angler, that I'm actually out there fishing with these guys that are creating the video. So I'm going to fly down to Alabama in the middle of this month, and I'm going to fish with Rudd. And who else is going to be there? Burley, Mikey Balls, and Chad Hoover. I mean,
you caught him up in New York.
I did. But listen, whether it's your first time fishing or you just want to get better, I just want to get better. And I figure if I hang out with Chad Hoover and Burley and Mikey Balls and Alex, I mean, I'm bound to learn something.
Yeah, it's the right group of guys.
Yeah, so
you'll be around to fish at least, right? Like you don't have to worry about that piece.
Well,
and then you got the right baits to catch them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take this to the people, and I'm gonna show them that, like, if you follow the tips that these guys are giving, you'll catch fish. So I'm kind of excited.
So I might be spoiling something. What's going on in Texas this year?
Ooh, well, I'm glad you asked. Why don't we bring on my next set of guests? Because I know that they're here as well. So my next guest, they are a group of guys out of Texas. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let them explain who they are and what they do and how we got involved. My next guest is Jamison Hurley and Sean Gabriel. What's up, boys? How's it going?
What's going on?
Are you guys in the garage?
What's that?
Are you guys in the garage?
No, we're at Sean's house.
All right.
Less kids.
It's my man cave. So
Fair enough.
Taken over. I put my foot down and said I get a room. So
fair enough. Well, guys, I don't know if you know Ben, but meet Ben. Ben, this is Jamison and Sean.
Hey, Ben.
And these guys are from Veterans Creed. So, Jamison, why don't you tell us a little bit about Veterans Creed and what you guys do?
All right, we're a registered 501c3 nonprofit. Our mission is we take active duty veterans and all first responders, including nurses, on free hunting, fishing, camping trips, or at reduced costs. The whole point is to get them outdoors, to show them a healthy alternative to whatever might be, holding them back in life, or just get them outside, get them to talk to other guys and gals just like them. It's all about bringing back that bond we have from serving. And, that bond is the same across from military to police, fire, all that. Cause we do police, fire, EMT, emergency dispatchers, everything. We cover them all.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's great. Cause you think about it. I mean, you all have super stressful jobs, and any opportunity to take a break, whether it's put down the phone, put down your boots, whatever it is, and get outdoors and just be with nature is a great way to relieve some stress and potentially some, PTSD.
Oh yeah, it definitely helped me with mine. I think that's the whole driving factor on why I push Veterans Creed so hard, because it saved my life, and there's others out there that are looking for that as well, and we're here for it.
Yeah. Why don't you are you willing to share your story with us and how you.
Well, when I got out,
why don't you start from when you got it?
Yeah. I joined the Army. I joined the Army in 2001. In 2000, I was in basic training when 9/11 happened. Of course, that changed the entire world. Mm-hmm. And from there, it's just all over the place. And then when I got out, the Army just I got hurt pretty bad, and the Army just kind of dumped me. And literally, I asked, well, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, well, after you sign this paper, you get to leave. I'm like, oh, okay. So when I came back home, there was no readjustment period. Like I just went from being a soldier to being a civilian again, and I didn't know what to do. So that led to alcoholism,
Mm.
just in and out of relationships. It's just I couldn't get back on. I couldn't find that path again to live a normal life. And then I just got back into the outdoors. And when I hit rock bottom, like I woke up one day, I'm like, I can't do this anymore because the next day I'll probably end up dead.
Yeah.
And so I started seeking help. I immediately went right back out because instead of going out fishing, I'd go out with a pole and I'd just sit there and drink two 12 packs and not even feel anything because I just didn't feel anything. So I just went on doing that all the time. And then when I actually put the alcohol down and really enjoyed being out in nature, that's when things started changing for me and I was more open to getting help. And then I did get real help. And then I just moved on. And I conquered that battle. And like now I just don't drink at all either. I know that's a vice for me, so I just avoid it.
It's great. That's great. It's funny. I hear so many stories like this. The last time we were live, we talked about May being Mental Health Awareness Month,
Yep.
and we talked about a cause that a group that we wanted to throw some support behind, and that was Mission 22. And because every day 22 veterans
Yep.
commit suicide, and you hear about these stories so much, and it's so unbelievable to me that it's so unbelievable to me that people they sacrifice so much and give up so much to fight for this country, and then they come back and then they're just treated like garbage.
Yeah, and I think sometimes the military, like veteran wise, we kind of we still have a spotlight in the mental health issues when first responders go through the same thing.
Yeah.
Now you're
Yeah.
really seeing the help for the first responders come out because like these guys will go to, they'll go to these calls and then they go home and have no way to decompress.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing. So real briefly, I got one more year and I hit my 20. So I'm
Mm.
out. I've been doing the reserve thing the whole time. I'm deployed, went to Iraq, all that kind of stuff. I haven't experienced everything that Jamie has. I've just been able to handle my things a little bit differently. I stayed in the outdoors. I grew up in the outdoors. I grew up spending my summers down the Gulf Coast. My dad taking me out deep sea fishing. We did it all.
Mm.
And but um, I since have gone from military to corrections officer.
Mm.
And then most of my friends are law enforcement by some means, and seeing the things that we talk about because it typically is only talked about between the friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not talked about at all.
Sure.
So I mean, it's like it could be crazy things where someone gets in a chase and they watch somebody flip in front of them, and unfortunately, those people don't survive, but they're there, right? So your first responders are there, and they're kind of set on the back burner, and kind of typically these days they're not in a great spotlight. So I think Veterans Creed, when we took on everybody, not just to include veterans, and we involved law enforcement, and of course, your nurses and stuff that took over during this whole COVID mess.
Sure.
They went first line too. They had to suck it up and get it done, and kind of give up some of their freedoms to help out others. So
Yeah, for sure.
that's why we're here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
what you
and
guys are doing is great. So
Yeah, and that
sorry, go ahead, James.
like every day, it's like literally how I met Sean was through another police officer.
Mhm.
And then Sean's like, man, I kind of digging what y'all do. And now Sean's my kayak team lead because that's his thing, that's his passion. And it's like when I saw his passion and the other officers their passion, and then We actually brought on another officer from the town over, and now we have veterans reaching out like, "Oh my God, this kayak team is so awesome!" They're like, "Y'all are with Monster Bass? That's oh my God, that's crazy!" They're like, and they just want to fish with them. That's like these guys become like little celebrities in this little niche. But so many veterans are like, "Man, like I got a Walmart kayak," and I'm like, "Go out. They're not going to tell you no. Get
Yeah,
out there
right.
with them."
Who
Whole
cares?
point. Yeah, who cares? You're outside. Dude, that's the thing is my thing with Veterans Creed is you don't need $100 rod and reel to get out there and fish. Go to Walmart, get a $14 reel. If that's all you can afford, cool, come out. I got the baits for you. I got what you need. Let's get the line in the water. Let's hang out. Because one of our most popular events is where we just meet up and fish and barbecue and have a good time.
Sure.
We do family days, and that's my favorite trip out of everything we do. So
Well,
that's the goal. So
well, let's talk about the event. So, as Ben alluded to, a bunch of us are heading down to Texas next
yeah,
week. So, why don't you tell us about the event next week, and if someone's interested in learning more, where they can get some information.
Jamie's got the jitters. You have to give him a second to get.
He's nervous.
allergies.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's technically allergy season.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tournament is Lakeside Heroes. We teamed up with Hickory Creek Police Department. It's a fantastic. They are just fantastic people from the chief down. They are motivated, but they asked us. They want to do something big like this, and I'm like, well, let's do a fishing tournament. I mean, I know people that might want to help out. Let's see what we can do. So if you want to, you go look up Lakeside Hero Fishing Tournament on Facebook. The registration link, everything's there. We have a bass boat and a kayak class. So we're covering the whole thing, the whole aspect. Like, because honest to God, kayaks are the cheapest way to get on the water, and so we want to finish supporting that. It's like literally, it's a great thing. So we got the first place prize for kayak and the bass boat. So both of them get this. Uh, each team gets one. It's a helicopter hog hunt for two.
Wait. What'd you say?
First place is a helicopter hog hunt.
So when I win the tournament, because by the way, I'm fishing in the tournament, and I'm pretty confident, given my partner in this thing, we're gonna get to go. Do we get to like put on like night vision goggles and go around and shoot pigs?
Daytime.
Oh, can I go at night?
No,
Is it better in there in the day?
It's a rush.
Oh my God. All right. So,
Yeah.
okay. So there's a fishing tournament. I don't want to digress. So tournament, we're fishing with Veterans Creed. The Hickory Creek Police Department is sponsoring it. What else is going on at the park?
We're trying to make it a big family day. Just come out and see it. We got some food trucks. We got some local vendors coming. We're doing a goodie bag for all the fishermen. Y'all are throwing some bags in. Castaic is throwing some baits in. Castaic will be out there as well.
Nice.
We have just people showing up out there. Yeah, we're trying to get as many local, because we try. I love pushing small business as well. So I'm trying to get as many of those people out there as we can. So it's gonna be just a fun family day. Food. We'll have kids fishing, and the kids that register, the pole they get, they leave with.
So that's amazing.
So they can keep on fishing. Cabela's actually donated 20 rods to
That's
it.
great.
So yeah, so they helped out there. That was awesome of them. And we're trying to cover everything. If you want to come out there and just hang out, if you just want to come out and meet YouTubers, all this, you come out, meet Rick, meet Raffy. I mean, it's going to be. Well, you'll be fishing, so I guess.
Well, it's not just Rick and Raffy. We've got who else is going to be there? I think we got Alex Rudd. We got Fishing Lone Star. We got Dat Van. We got who else? Pelican Bone Outdoors.
Oklahoma's Worst Angler.
Oklahoma's Worst Angler.
Fishing.
Who? Mongo. That's right. Mongo's Fishing will be there. Fishing with Cotton. Can't forget Chauncey.
Oh yeah, Chauncey will be there.
I didn't want to mention him because he's my secret weapon because he's my fishing partner. So
Ben can come if he wants. We won't say no.
No, he's coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're having a big barbecue. We're having a big barbecue in the park. We got it sponsored. We got beer. We got food. We got everything, and we got Raffy.
Yeah, it's gonna be. And you're partying with cops, so come on.
That's. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely shooting guns while I'm there, so this is gonna be great. I'm gonna tell them I'm from California. They're gonna be like, "Well, let me show you my gun." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah. We get more than 10 round mags, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that,
Uh-oh. Something new.
I'm not joking, Ben. You've been gone a while. I missed you, by the way. We did. We're gonna get to the fishing stuff. So I got mail. Someone sent me mail because Rafi and I have been opening mail. I'm not. Can I say shitting? I'm not shitting you when I say that someone sent me a 50-pack of 9mm in the mail. They sent me a magazine clip, again, for an AR. I don't know what they were thinking. Random crap starts showing up at my door. I got a little nervous because they FedExed it. I called my FedEx rep, and I'm like, should I be concerned that, like, they're sending me a message? And she's like, maybe. She goes, knowing you, that you might want to, like, lock your doors tonight. And I was like, oh, crap. I got to sleep with my gun now. And
Hey, where's your jersey?
what do you mean? It's at my house.
Oh.
Yeah, you need a jersey. If you're fishing this tournament, you have to have a jersey.
Trust me, Ben, I've got one. But I'm superstitious because anytime I've ever put on a jersey before the tournament, I've never won.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I can go with you on that.
Yep.
I mean,
So-
It's like game day only.
That's right. I've won every tournament where I've worn it only on game day. I've won.
Rick's got the same underwear on too.
Well, I'm not. Yeah.
It's actually a onesie. It's like one of those ones that clips.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? It's
Flat.
Yeah.
all right. So Ben, we're fishing down in. We're actually fishing down in Guggen country. It's in
I
their
heard
back.
Louisville.
Yeah, it's in their
Yep.
backyard. It's in their backyard. What questions should I be asking of Jameson, Ben, to determine what kind of baits I should be throwing?
I don't even know what's going on down there. Like, I don't know what those fish are doing because it's been, I don't know, up here it's going to be 80 degrees on Tuesday. So, like,
They're fresh off spawn, so you're getting a few that are still bedded up, but they're just about done. So it's working the grass, working the shallows still because they're moving in and out. So we just had a bunch of rain. Yeah, just had a bunch of rain.
is there a good shad spawn? Is there a good shad spawn on Louisville?
Yeah.
Louisville, yeah. I mean, typically any of the lakes around here, you're getting pretty good. And of course, the wind's going to push that, you know, when they push them up on the banks and stuff. So that has a lot to play with it. When we get a north wind, like there's just, you know, it gets a little bit rough, right? But anytime, you know, we get a little bit of rain and stuff, everything starts pushing up, and it'll start pushing up in the bank, so that, you know, you get that top water action, right? That's my favorite. Live and die by top water.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, more often die, but at least you catch a couple.
right. But hey, it's a blast when it happens.
Yeah. That's awesome. That event's going to be so much fun. I think I saw Fish in the Lone Star posted about it a couple times, and
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah.
kind of where I saw it, and then through you guys.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy's been freaking awesome. I probably annoy him so much, but he's always so helpful. I mean, this is my first time doing it, so.
Well,
Yeah.
it's both of our.
Oh yeah, it's
all
it's
of
my
our
whole
first time.
team. I mean, I have an excellent team, and those guys are coming together, and they're showing their strengths. And I got this, I got that. I can help you with this. I can do this, and a lot of it's either going to be. I hope it's a massive success.
Yeah, second place, I think.
Oh yeah.
So the local kayak shop out of Dallas, they're pretty well known because they carry such a variance of kayaks, and kind of, your mid and high end kayak. Mariner Sales, they actually donated a kayak.
Whoa.
New canoe. Yeah, new
Yep.
canoe, brand new kayak. So
Love
someone leave a second place with a brand new kayak.
Yeah, and then second place for the bass tournament is a year subscription on Monster Bass.
We should do more than that.
After what?
On the boat
We
side?
On the boat side.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should we should come up with more than that. I can't. I might even get. I'm gonna see if I can get a case of Liquid Death or something. I mean, we gotta come up with something more than a subscription.
Well, third place is a custom knife from Mad Marine Forging. He's going to make them the third place winners any knives they want.
Oh,
I
see,
use-
here's the problem with what you just said. I just got a text message from Chauncey, and he's like, Rick, I really want that custom knife, so we might have to throw the tournament and come in third. Why you got to do that to me? All right, so if someone's interested, it's not too late to register. They can register up until the day of the event.
Yep.
How much is it to enter?
105 for the kayaks,
Right.
and 125 for the bass boats.
Okay.
But
And-
all the funds go back to Veterans Creek and Hickory Creek Police Department. So all this is going in to help us do what we do. And with everything going on right now, raising funds is massively important because all my staffers are unpaid. I'm unpaid.
Got it.
National level down, we're all unpaid. Literally every penny's when we turn around and go right back to our members.
Okay.
On
You guys have
whatever.
donation options?
We do. We have PayPal, which is vcotexas@gmail.com. And we have
Let's
Venmo.
put that in the chat. Can we put that in the chat, and that way I'll put it up on the screen if anyone knows it.
I'll have to look up the Venmo because I
All
am
right.
horrible with Venmo.
Yeah. To touch on that, I mean, like that's kind of what interested me in Veterans Creed, right? When I first came on, being 100% nonprofit, right? Jamie doesn't get paid, and I know what kind of work he puts in, and I don't get paid, but I get to be outdoors, and I like taking the pictures, and I like posting the stuff.
Yeah,
right?
this is my Instagram guy. he changed the game for me on Instagram.
Yeah, so I dabble.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So, but the fact that no one walks away with a paycheck, that it's all donated time, 100% drew me in. Absolutely, a hook, line, and sinker,
Yeah.
right? But
And I work full time on top of this. I have a
Same.
full time job, support
Yep.
my kids and family, and then I come home and I do my dad thing because that's one thing I love being as a dad. And then it's when they're asleep, it's Veterans Creed. So there's many nights I'm up till 2 in the morning
yeah,
doing what I need to do,
calling me.
calling him.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys when we come down. We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to hanging out. Yeah.
We added a 4th place prize too.
Oh.
One that we have a local veteran-owned bait maker. He's been with us since the very beginning. It's 4B Baits out of Lake Dallas, Texas. He donated a 6-month subscription to each side, to the bass and kayak team. So we're just stacking the prizes as we can go.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this will be an awesome event.
Yeah, well, I just shipped down, just so you know, I don't know, couple hundred bait bags, couple hundred baits, couple hundred for you. Yeah, you're getting some.
Is it in my house?
No, not to your house. I know better than that. I'm sending them to Fishing the Lone Star. So if you know where Fishing the Lone Star is, show up at his door. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
Oh, we'll stake out his house.
He lives across the street from one of the Googans.
Mm-hmm.
True story.
True story.
I know.
Yeah.
Wonder how excited they're going to be to see me when I roll into town. Whatever. We're all
You
buddies.
should go say hello. You should be like, well, that's
I
a
actually,
long
you know,
time
you know
no
what?
see. Honestly, like it's a joke, but
I
at
know.
the same time,
No, I
Just
would
like
say
a-
hi, and he would say hi to me. I mean, listen, we
Just
Yeah.
bring that cup of sugar over that he needed.
I think it's healthy competition. Like you gotta
yeah.
have it. Like, you know what we should do? We should form if you guys want, Jameson, we could form our own little team, and we'll call it. I already got a name for it, and we just keep calling them out, and we'll challenge them to fish, and we'll steal all their subscribers. We'll call ourselves the Geezer Squad, and we'll be the Geezers, and we will throw down with them, and we'll challenge them to everything from fights to beer guzzling to fishing to gun shooting. I mean, they might win that one because, Turkla was the sniper, but I bet that you guys are not bad. Listen, yeah, but I might bring it down a little bit, because I'm just gonna I'll close my eyes and start firing. I'm just kidding. We'll talk about it when I get down there, but I think that we could have a lot of fun with it. and then you know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to like call out Carl Von Dibble and challenge him one-on-one in the squared circle, and like challenge him to like fishing things and like not that it would ever happen, but I think it'd be so fun to call out Carl, and then like I want to see Carl talk smack. Like I think it'd be so funny. And of course, since they're bigger than me, it would just bring so many more eyeballs. So it would just be, it would not be to their advantage to take the bait, but it would be so good. Anyway.
Just be a Clint Eastwood style, good, bad, and ugly. You know,
Exactly.
got the whole circle, right?
Exactly. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week, and we're gonna leave this up on the screen. So if you guys want to donate to Veterans Creed, that's the super chat. So we're gonna give away again another box full of stuff, and the only way to participate is either to call in, ask a question, or donate to Veterans Creed today. So whether it's $1 or $1 million, we don't care.
One last plug.
Yes.
Lakeside Heroes Fishing Tournament. You can find it on Facebook. Everything you need is right there. It's all, or you just look at Pickwick Creek Police Department. They have it pinned to the top, and you can go straight there. I think we've got it shared everywhere. You look at Lakeside Hero, it hopefully should come up. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the easiest way to find it. So
All right, man.
I appreciate it.
Can't wait to see you guys next week.
Me?
Oh, you got the golden ticket?
I got one.
Oh, hold on. He's back. What's your
You
number?
guys do golden ticket. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Ben's gonna go to the bathroom really quick. What's your golden ticket number?
There you go.
W6845K2202. All right. Good to know. All right. And so folks, before we let Jameson and Sean go, we're gonna call the golden tickets. If you're not familiar with the golden ticket, every box, Monster Bass box, has an individually numbered golden ticket. If I call out your number, take a picture of yourself with the ticket, send it in to marketing@monsterbass.com. If you've won, I'll send you a box full of crap from my garage. Trust me, the box full of crap is usually worth about a couple $100 worth of baits. I call it a box full of crap because my girlfriend wants me to get the stuff out of the garage so that she can move more of her crap into the garage. It's just one of those weird, vicious cycles that takes place. I move stuff out, she moves stuff in, and around we go. All right, and today's golden ticket is not W684542202. It's actually X5487U8949. If you're the winner, send me an email. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you,
Rick.
All right, guys. All right. Well, there you go, Jared. You cut him off again, but that's all right. Guys, it's a great cause. I'm looking forward to going down there and taking home the title with Cotton. You guys know Cotton, right? I mean, we saw his boat. We wrapped it. It looks all pretty and everything. And where we go? Oh, there's Ben.
Anyone that has a kid, definitely realizes like she just wanted only me to put her to bed. So
Of course. So Ben, one of the comments in the stream was they wanted to know what your moisturizing regimen is because you look like you're 20.
I know. So the moisturizing regimen is just like don't shave for a month and a half and look like a nasty, gross person. And then you shave it all off. You put a little, I think it's Harry's shaving lotion. And then you're good.
Amazing.
That's it.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I gotta know, why are you drinking wine on Cinco de Mayo?
That's a really great question. I'm glad you asked that, Ben. Jared brought red wine. I'm not sure what he has against Mexican holidays.
Margaritas, yeah.
Margaritas and Coronas.
Tequila and
tequila. Like I drink tequila, I don't drink beer. But I just can't process beer. I don't know what it is. It's weird. When I was in my 20s, I could pound like 12 packs like Jameson was talking about. I can't do that anymore. But I think the guy that's been waiting for 21 minutes just to talk to you. We've had someone on the line, Ben, for 21 minutes. We haven't even started talking about fishing yet, and we've got someone waiting to talk to you. So can we get him on the line just so he can talk to his hero?
Yeah, let's do this.
Right,
I think I know. Let's go.
You do?
I think
Wait. Wait, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Who do you think it is, Ben?
I think it's Brendan.
Really? That's who you think it is? What, do you think you only have one fan on the planet?
No, we just message all the time.
Ooh. Well, I message with him all the time too. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from and what's your PB?
Wow. Wow, now I feel so left out. I don't get to message with Benjamin Nowak.
You can.
Man. Fishing with T-Rex
What's up?
here.
What's up, man?
No, my
How did I
buddy.
not know this? I'm sorry.
T-Rex, turn down your...
That's a nice sticker you got there, Rick.
I hear you in the background.
Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? My headset's on over there on the desk. Hold on a second. Let me go turn it off. So how's that?
It's great. Not really.
All right.
It's a nice sticker.
So how you been, Ben?
Good. Life is really good right now, so I can't complain. How are you?
Good. I am great, actually. Just doing some fishing, taking the boat out, getting some miles put on it, and trying to get Raffle to come up here and fish with me.
That's awesome.
By choice, or is he...
So,
you being dared to?
well, you know, his parents live about an hour and 20 minutes from me.
Oh, that...
So
that
next time he
mansion
comes
in
up,
Bass Lake?
yeah. So next time he comes up, I'm gonna take my bass boat up and try to get him to go fishing with me. Let's out there and honk the horn at him until he comes out.
I remember
So
the first
Ben, when are
time
you gonna
that-
come to California and fish with us?
Dude, I want to go. California so bad. Actually, Rob Masura, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, you need to come to the Delta." And
Oh yeah, Delta's off the hook right now.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen. But here's the thing, Ben. Here's the thing. I invited you to the St. Lawrence last time, and I didn't hear from you.
I know.
I'll invite you to the California Delta. We'll get Nick, the informative fisherman, to plan it, and we'll get Rob to fish and film it, and we'll do a whole, I don't know. The question is, when do we go? Do we have to wait till next year? Or can we go in the fall?
I don't know.
I'm going to write that down.
That's a great question. No, the
I would
Delta
push
is one
to
of the
the fall
places.
now because it's already starting to get hot.
Yeah. The Delta is one of those places like California, Washington, Oregon. Those are the places like I've always thought would be cool to go to. So they're on the bucket list. I've had the opportunity to go some really cool places, and I miss the St. Lawrence because we're like close to having the baby. And beyond that, man, it's just like, there's not many places left. California, I've had the opportunity to go to Texas, but that's overdone. So California is one.
Okay. T-Rex, you got any questions for Big Ben?
No, I just wanted to call in and tell him I love everything that he does, and I like following his Instagram and YouTube and seeing all the things he does, and can't wait to see some more content coming out from him.
Here,
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
No, that means a lot. There's a lot more coming. We just finally got fishing last week for the first time. So, like, there's a lot more that's going to be coming pretty soon. I have some pretty cool trips coming. So, I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate all the people that watch the videos and message on Instagram and everything.
All right. Rick, real quick before I jump off of here,
Yes, sir.
make sure you get with Rafi there and have him show you the new belt that I picked up this week. I got the Undertaker belt,
You did?
number 401 of 500. Comes in a coffin, the whole 9 yards.
Just out of curiosity, what's that thing cost you?
You don't want to know. It wasn't that bad. It was just shy of 500.
Okay, all right. I was holding up 4, so I was close.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question before I let you
So,
go.
but I got it and the mini one both. So
Let me ask you a question before I let you go.
Okay.
Can I do that?
yeah, you ask me anything you want.
All right. Propane grill, Napoleon or Weber, and why?
I'm not a big fan of Weber. I've owned a couple of Webers in my day, and they seem to wear out very fast. The grill part of them, anyway. Yeah, that's
Have
as
you
far
ever
as the
had
other one. I've never used it. I
You've never
couldn't
had a
tell you.
Napoleon? Okay.
No.
All right, good enough.
Is Napoleon new? I've never
No,
even
no,
heard
So,
of
but I am
Napoleon.
thinking.
Napoleon's
I
actually been
am
around
thinking
for a
about
while.
buying a Traeger though.
It's made in Canada, so it's not. It's so Weber. Most of the parts are made in China and then sent over and then reassembled here in the United States. Napoleon's actually a German company that's been around for a long time. When the original owners moved to Canada, they continued to build it all in Canada. It's 100% made and assembled in Canada, backed by a lifetime warranty on everything. Whereas Weber's like whatever, 15 years or something. They do a little thing. A
Oh
few
no,
things.
the cough's back.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, it just came back, right? They do things a little bit differently, and I'm trying to decide between the two. I was sold on like I've never had a Weber. I'm gonna get a Weber, and now everything I read, it's like now I'm gonna get the Napoleon. It's got infrared rotisserie. It's got infrared side burner for the sear zone. It just seems like it's got everything that I want. I don't know. I just gotta pull the trigger. Anyway.
I will never buy a Weber again.
All right.
Just saying.
Good.
Weber to me is like buying Guggen. It's not going to happen.
All right. I'm going to leave you on that note, my friend.
All right.
All right, man.
And you let me know when you want to come up and fish this way.
100%.
All right.
All right. We'll talk.
Guys, have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So Ben, 28,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we're almost 29. We'll be at 29 probably.
Yeah, you're like
before the end of
28.8,
May.
right? Something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think is the number one thing that prevents you from growing?
Posting videos.
Okay.
So here's the thing: is like if I really look at my YouTube channel, right? I've been doing it for how many years? 5-6 years.
Yeah.
If I post videos, I can grow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a hard algorithm here.
So
It's just you got to post.
So
Yeah. So we have some cool trips planned. I've got a camera guy that's going to follow me a little bit to help me out with that perspective. I mean, It's just one of those things like I missed opportunities a couple years ago where I had some chances where I could have just filmed and posted. And now we're at a point where let's just film and post and see what happens.
Mhm.
But also like, we'll see what happens at the end of 22 if it's something that we keep doing, right? Because I think there's a lot of opportunity, but at the same time, like I got to really make the decision if I want to post videos or if I just want to go fish. Because I can go fish as many times as I want, but if I don't take the time to film a video and post, then what's the point of having a YouTube channel? So it's a weird conundrum. I've had some cool opportunities, Rick, because like you and I met through the whole YouTube thing, but at the same time, like I know what the secret is. Like, it's not a hard secret of YouTube. And anyone that wants to grow a YouTube channel can grow a YouTube channel if they just post. I think like Randy Blockett is the guy that proved this. There's a couple other people on YouTube that have proven if you just post and post consistently with the same exact style of content every video, you'll grow because there's someone out there that cares. But if you don't post, you won't grow.
Sure. And we don't have to be perfect. We can just go and post pretty much anything. Right. I mean, there's a lot of people that have proven that garbage, like the production value doesn't need to be there to grow.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Alex and I, we literally had this conversation like probably an hour before I got on here. We talk every day, but
no way.
It's constantly the same conversation. So
yeah, just do it. You don't need to be perfect.
Yeah, we got some cool trips planned. I went to St. Clair for the weekend last weekend, and then we're going to Charlevoix, which is northern Michigan, and then I'm going up to Canada in end of May. So
all right, so talk to me about your trip to St. Clair and why the lipless is the most. It's overlooked.
Yeah, like I think the biggest thing there is a lot of guys just don't fish it, right? So we were fishing a really weird situation where the water temp had basically gone from 53 degrees to 45 degrees.
Mm.
I mean, almost across the lake, and everything got really clear because we had a bunch of snow, decently calm days, and like everything just got ultra clear. Water temp fell, and so those fish were just kind of inactive. And the reason that the lipless actually played was because we found some shallow water, like 6 foot or less, that was dirty, and the water temp was 54 degrees, 53 degrees, and so that dirty water to me said, sure they'll bite a jerk bait, but I want to throw a lipless. Like I just like catching them on a lipless. So everyone else was throwing a jerk bait and catching some fish, but I just like that lipless, and I knew it would get bites. So
All right. What's the most underrated what's the most underrated smallmouth bait?
probably a lipless. Just in general, like a lipless is so good all year. Like winter, it's good. We put a lipless in the box a lot, and I think a big proponent of that was like we'd have an opportunity at baits, and I would say, "Okay, Davey, like let's put a lipless in the box," and we just like put a lipless every 3 months because I don't know, I just like a lipless, but
You got a favorite?
I go back and forth. Like my big thing is having different sounds. So I have a bunch of one knockers. I have a bunch of small, compact half ounces. I have some big ones. So it's just about like the different sound profile in the water. So I don't really have a favorite necessarily.
What's your take on one knocker versus regular? Shake it, you hear it all rattle.
Yeah. I used to be a one knocker person where like that was all I liked to throw in the spring. I would swear that would catch more fish.
Mm.
And then I think a lot of people started throwing a one knocker, and I saw it everywhere.
Mm.
And I guess like lures go through ebbs and flows and phases, right? Where you'll see a spinnerbait go out of style for 5 years, and then it'll come back, and that's all they'll bite. The one knocker was like kind of out of style for a little bit, and then I probably got on the train around the same time everyone else did, but like no one else was really talking about it,
Yeah.
and I was just throwing it and catching them. But now it's just literally, it's like I have silent lipless, I have the rattling, and then I have the one knocker, and then I have some like weird ones that are like tungsten two taps and tungsten models, and like the different just weird ones.
Speaking of lipless, there was a big transaction that took place recently. What are your thoughts on Rattle Trap? I mean,
it's so good.
When I found out about this a couple of years ago, or when I found out about
you hear it here first, folks.
Yeah, when I found out about this a couple months ago, I sat back and I remember I was having a conversation with Wes, and for those at home that don't know what I'm talking about, so Rattle Trap, iconic brand, been in the family forever, was just sold to GSM, which is the company that just bought Gary Yamamoto, and now bringing them together because you're seeing these more and more acquisitions within the outdoor space, because COVID really turned the outdoor space into this really hot commodity, because it got so many people into fishing, camping, hunting, biking. Biking is so freaking hot. It's unbelievable. And so GSM came in, they swooped in, they bought Gary Yamamoto, pulled the Gary off it. Now it's Yamamoto Baits. They just acquired Rattle Trap. And so it's really interesting to see how this is all happening. But when I heard about it, I was like, oh my God, Wes, I'm like, this has been in your family for years. Like, what are you doing? And I think it's going to breathe a ton of life into Rattle Trap in a way that's probably going to give them, it's probably going to take them from being family run to let's inject a crap ton of money into marketing and develop new baits in a way that they didn't do before. Because, they came out with the stutter step, and that was whatever. And then they came out with some crankbaits, which is great. I think we're going to start to see a full line of rattle trap baits because they're going to have the money to pump into development and take some chances, swing for the fences a little more often than they could when they were family run. What do you think?
So who owns? So GSM is who?
GSM is
Yamamoto, and then it's
So GSM. Think of it as what's the group that bought Guggen Outdoors?
Yeah.
So it's just like a fund. So it's just a fund that has a bunch of money, and they acquired, and they're GSM, and they run these different brands, and they acquired Yamamoto, and then they acquired Rattle Trap.
I think the biggest thing there is just having the money to do more things, because you see them come out with unique products and unique baits, right?
Yeah.
Some that hit and some that just probably honestly miss, but it does take them a while between baits. And the more baits you can get in market, the more baits you can get in development, and not be afraid of having a prototype that doesn't work, right? Not being afraid of having a bunch of money locked up in a prototype and being like, we don't really want to release it, but we have to. Then you get to a point where you can actually come up with really cool products. And you look at the rattle trap, right? You look at the original rattle trap. And that's what a lot of people, a lipless crankbait is a trap.
Yeah.
The lipless crankbait is a trap because of Bill Lewis rattle trap.
Right.
And it's just amazing. Like, you start to see a company like this get a bunch of money where they can actually go in and invest some R&D and invest some marketing. And people know Bill Lewis, but you start to talk more about more products because they can invest in marketing and more products. So I don't know. I'm very excited. I think that's the biggest thing is bring more products to market, put a little bit more money behind the marketing of them, like the real marketing of them. And then Bill Lewis can be up there with your Strike Kings or your a little bit higher tier brands where they'll be able to compete. So.
Yeah, I think it gives them exactly what you said, the ability to swing for the fences, take some chances, and not be confined because it's a family-run business, and Wes is worried about, I got payroll for however many employees I have. I would much rather just, I can pump out 6 more patterns of my iconic rattle trap shape, which is, when you think about it, amazing in itself, right? It's one shape. It's one shape, and I'm going to paint it 800 different ways, and I'm just going to keep selling.
Unbelievable. He just keeps coming out with different color schemes, right? And like different craw colors. So this is like your Rayburn red. This is it was like a variation on Rayburn red with a white stripe. But what's so crazy about this bait? Like, this is what has amazed me about Bill Lewis. How long they've been around with one shape.
Yeah.
And how many people are so dedicated to Bill Lewis rattle trap?
Sure.
They'll buy like all of these different colors.
Yeah. Dude, when I was a kid, my father, listen, everybody knows, like, I did not grow up like the biggest fisherman on the planet. I grew up on Oneida Lake. My father used to take me fishing. Most of the time I didn't have a good time because he was like, all he was doing was barking orders about like, boat safety. And so it wasn't fun. But I can remember looking at the damn, at the tackle trays, and they were full of rattle traps. And they were all the same shape, and they were all just different colors. I mean, there's a craw color for every lake on the planet at this point. I mean, it's unbelievable. So
it reminds me of those K&E worms, right? How long has K&E been around? And they sell those pre-rigged worms, and they just come out with different colors.
It's crazy.
And working in a tackle, so I worked in a tackle shop after I had kind of whatever, and the amount of K&E worms we would sell is unbelievable. People buy the whole pamphlet of K&E worms, just all of them.
Yeah, but that's the Midwest, right? Like most of the people watching right now are like, "What's K&E?" And it's like, if you grew up in the Great Lakes, Midwest, right, that region of the country, K&E is massive. I put K&E in the box, and they're like, "You made up this brand," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? No, I didn't make up this brand. This is like iconic in this area of the country."
Exactly. Yeah. That's funny though. I mean, Bill Lewis really. Obviously, they're iconic in bass world, but at the same time, it's just crazy to see them get this opportunity where they can actually come out with some new products for us beyond the rattle trap and the MR612 or whatever. So
I think it's gonna be really good. Oh, you should get it.
No, it's my.
You gotta
make a joke. It's my heart alarm. It just says It's just on my watch. It says your heart rate is abnormal.
Uh-oh. Are you excited to talk to me? Is that what it is? You're nervous?
I must be.
I like it. I like it. Um, so Brendan's on the line. He hasn't called in yet. I'm a little upset. I figured like Fishing with Gramps would call in and ask you a question. I do want to talk to Tagged Out about some barbecue stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you are? Okay. See, I'm multitasking. Who else? Like, I figured like Ben's on the thing. I feel like I'm kind of like I'm like Ryan Seacrest interviewing someone on the red carpet. I figured like my phone lines would be off the hook. That's why
I gotta know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta know. So, what kind of trips do you guys have planned this year? Because you guys, I know you did a Florida trip. You have a Texas one coming up, and then
I'm going down to Gunnersville around the 20th of May. Where there's a trip we're going. Debo is going up to Minnesota with maybe he's dealing with some stuff within his family, some health issues, and we are. I would like to plan. I'm kind of bummed. I went up to Michigan last year. I didn't fish St. Clair, and I've only fished St. Clair
once. We made
once.
a mistake.
It's
We
okay.
made a big
It's
mistake.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
St. Clair, big miss. Next year, you need to come in like end of April.
Why can't we?
We'll go to St.
What's good at the end of the year?
Not much. I mean, it's good, but
There's no late season smallmouth
I'm
on
not
St.
kidding.
Clair.
Like, dude, we went out on St. Clair this weekend and had 100 fish by 10 a.m.
Shut up. I'm sick of hearing that stuff. Everybody sits here and tells me, even Travis Manson's like, I caught 150 fish. I'm like, bulls, whatever.
Yeah.
You just moved the camera fix, just so you know. Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah, it was insane on St. Clair this weekend. But that's the way end of April is. It doesn't.
Right.
It's not like that all year.
So how do we plan? Like, listen, I'm gonna plan a bunch of trips. I would like. Hey, did you get the package I sent you?
No.
That's horse. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here in front of me. I sent you. I was like, I haven't talked to Ben in a while. I'm just gonna send him something random out of the blue.
I don't think so.
Ben. No. Oh, you're under Benjamin. Hold on. I was like, God. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Yeah, I know about the golden tickets. Thanks. I'm more concerned about why you're not going out to dinner and celebrating the Cinco de Mayo. Well, I mean, your fiance is really hot, so I would go out to dinner with her and leave Rafi and I.
Yeah. You can't even blame him for that.
I mean, I could.
You could.
All right, hold on a second. Where is this stuff? No. Wait, we still send Ben a box? What does Ben want a box for? He doesn't want a box.
I will say, so I actually went out and used one of the baits out of the box last week.
Which one?
I used the rattle trap.
Crap. There was no rattle trap in the box. What are you talking
I
about?
think it might have been 2 months ago. It was a red Yozuri rattle trap, one knocker.
No. I just said no to rattle trap.
It was Yozuri lipless.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Where's the order? I know for a fact, because I'll be honest, I was drinking. And I sent a bunch of people product. There's no way it was 608. Wait. April 1. May 1. No. You must be in here more than twice. I'm going to have to find this. I know that you're in here a couple times. Nowak.
At least, probably.
Yeah. There it is. April 28th. I knew it. 634, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent
The
you.
28th was only a week ago.
Oh, it's in transit. I sent you a hoodie and 2 hats.
I gotta say, I wear this hat a lot. The hats are great.
Okay, I didn't send you that one. I was going to send you this one, but I didn't think it was your style.
You know what's funny? I could just drive. You don't have to send me them. I could just drive down to see Tyler and get them. Like, I'm 10 minutes away from where
They're
the
not
hats are.
there, though.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're in our warehouse in Memphis, but we're in the process. We are buying a property in Alabama and putting our own facility there. And
That's sweet.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. So
Good.
all right, so back to our trips. We're gonna plan I can think of 3 trips that I know of. One is for the Delta. We just have to determine when. We'll probably do another fall smallmouth one because, I mean, quite honestly, that was ridiculous. I don't know how Travis Manson pulls this crap off. I was having a rough day, and he's like, don't worry, I got you covered. He took me to the place where, like, you know, the kids go with the Barbie poles, and it's like, you know, feeding carp or something. And
Yeah, but
he's
that
like,
dude's so good. That dude is
oh my
like
God.
unbelievably good.
Right.
He just caught 30 pounds like nothing. Him and Eric. They're so good.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's like, all right, I'm gonna drive up. So we drove the boat like 5 miles to the secret spot. And I'm like, what do you mean the secret spot? This is the dumbest thing I ever heard. He's like, trust me. And it was like I want the knife, please. And and he goes, just cast right over there. I cast right over there, and 9 out of the first 11 casts, I caught 4-pounders. And I was like,
That's unreal.
I don't understand. Well, it didn't matter that the rest of the day was garbage because I was having a rough day. I just was. And he made up for it. I mean, that's why you hire a guide, right? Like, because they know this stuff like the back of their hand. And he was like, I was going to have the worst day, right? And we're buddies. So, and I wasn't even paying. And he was like, don't worry, I got you. And he took me to the secret spot, and I had the best, whatever, 5 minutes of my life. It was
But that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's insane because, dude, we sucked all day. Like, 3/4 of the day on St. Clair, we sucked. And I'm like, I got one more spot that is going to be dirty, and it's probably going to be terrible. We rolled up there, and it was every cast for 2 hours. And it's just like you get on the one spot and you end up catching them, and it changes your day from terrible to unbelievable.
Hey, I'm going to make your day. Jameson Hurley just said that the recycled Richardson hat is the best hat he's ever owned, and I sent you one of those hats.
Yeah, they're great.
The recycled ones?
Oh, I don't know the recycled ones.
Oh, yeah.
Just Richardson hats in general. There was another company that we used to know about. The hats were not good. These hats are phenomenal.
It's hard. It's interesting. The Richardson hats, like, I don't mind paying the money for them, but like, I'm not joking when I tell you that I want a solid black hat. They are back ordered for 4 months. I can't wait 4 months for hats. I can't. I need hats. Like, so anyway.
I love Richardson hats.
So Ben, I appreciate you being on, and I know you got a family, and you already put your little one to both of them, or just one to bed?
They're both down. They're both done. Yeah.
All right. I want to make sure you get some free time with the missus and everything. So, how do we? Rafi, I got to think about these questions. We only got Ben for a little bit of time. What kind of questions should I ask Ben? How do we, Ben, take your knowledge? Oh, all right. So Rafi's question is, how do we take your knowledge and exploit it for the better good of Monster Bass?
We gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to get people to film the content.
Okay, so if I send someone to film and edit it, what if I send someone to film and edit the content? I send them to you. You go out, and then they give you all the raw footage. They film what I need, but then they film you for the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'm most concerned. Like, so everyone on the live stream. So we had kind of worked out ideas of ways I could get content for Monster Bass, because I think there is a huge value in me sharing, whether it's smallmouth specific focused content for Monster Bass. I think there's huge value in it. but then it just got to the point I was like, another kid, like I'm fishing twice a week. Like it just, I can't, I don't have time. I don't have time to breathe. And then, yeah, I think there's still value there.
I got it.
I just don't know how to do it.
What if I sent you, what if I do this? What if sometimes I send Sam Moore to you? He films and edits. And what if sometimes, so that you get a change of scenery, I send you to Sam Moore?
Yeah.
You get to fish Minnesota and wherever you two decide you want to go. And I pay for all your travel and all your stuff, and you get to go fish with him. You get some content, I get some content, and we both win.
Yeah, that's my big thing, man, is like, I would love to do more, right? I would love to do more, but it doesn't provide you value if I don't get anything for my channel, right? We 100% of the time, it's like, how do I, for me to grow Monster Bass, right? I can make
No,
you
grow
content,
you. I'm talking about growing you.
right?
Because
But
I grow through osmosis. If I'm helping you grow, I'm going to grow at the same time.
Yeah, true. My big thing is figuring out the balance of getting content and getting content that filmed and edited for you, right? Like, because I obviously
So I'll send Rob Matsura to you. You guys go out, have a great time, film. He does all the work, gives me the end product, and you get whatever end product you need too.
yeah. How great would that be?
I don't know. You tell me. How great would that
Yeah,
be?
that'd be great.
Yeah. Robbie,
Or,
he said that'd be great.
Like, if
Hey, I just
we're-
bought those sneakers. Fixie. Yeah, I'm just like a shiny nickel. It just rolled right by, and I heard what you were saying, but then I saw his sneakers, and I realized I just bought those same sneakers. That's crazy.
Are you a sneakerhead?
Yeah, I like sneakers.
What are they? What are those sneakers?
Give me your sneaker.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a sneakerhead, but like I would say in my closet I probably have 20 something pairs of sneakers.
Yeah, I wear flip flops, or I wear
flip flops.
Columbia
Only
boots.
one
That's like-
kind. I got
What kind?
I got Adidas slides blue and white limited edition. You can't find them anymore unless you go on one of the sneaker sites, and they want like $125 for them. But I have a bunch of them, and
Do you remember those Adidas with like the little peg things that you stand on? They were
yeah. And they had the yeah. I had those in
Yeah.
college. I've been literally wearing. You walk to my front door of my house, and there's probably like 7 pairs of Adidas slides on the front steps because I don't like shoes in my house. And the only person that wears shoes in my house is Raffle, and because he just doesn't respect the fact that I don't wear shoes in my house, so he wears shoes. But you want to know why you don't wear shoes in the house? How many? I got a question for you, for you guys out there on watching. How many times have you been out to dinner, and have you said to your better half, "I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom." Right? Then you walk in that bathroom and you stand there.
I know where you're going. With
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And you walk in there and your shoes walk all over the floor because, listen, I know we're all snipers and so we always hit the mark, right? But we don't. The fact of the matter is you go to your little dinner at TGI Fridays, you have your sampler platter, whatever it is that you have, couple cocktails, and next thing you know, you can't hit the broadside of the barn with a basketball.
Here's a better one. You
Yeah.
go in that bathroom and
Yeah.
you go to walk, and your shoes go.
Ugh, right? And then you forget about it. You
Then you
come
forget
home.
about it,
Then
and
you
then you
come
come home,
home.
and then you-
You walk
Yeah.
all over the place. It's funny. I thought about that with my dog today.
Yeah.
Love my dog, but he walks all over the place. And then what does he want to do? He wants to smell the pee from all the other dogs. And then I let him in my bed. Now my dog, I'm gonna put him down tomorrow because I'm tired of like having a
God.
dog like that in my bed. He's done. Bauer's gone. So Bauer, you're gone. He's not listening. Anyways, Ben, you got time for another call?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, let's do this. I wonder if he wants to talk about bathroom etiquette or bass fishing.
I'm curious on Tagged Out.
Yeah,
I was
go-
reading Tagged Out's comments.
Yeah. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Rick and Ben? How are you guys?
What's up?
What's up?
Not too much. Hey, so this is Big Rich Fishing. By the
How
way.
are you?
Anyway, so not too bad, not too bad. My question for you, Ben, is so I just moved out of California, moved to Missouri, and I've been here a month and 2 days, and it's been nothing but rainy and overcast here. You know, and it's pretty murky, dark waters here. So it's a whole new style of fishing, and I was just wondering if there's any tips or tricks on, do I have to change up the style I've been fishing, or colors of baits, or what? Because I've skunked the last 3 times I've been out.
Yeah, my big thing. So like dirty water situations, I slow down and I fish dark baits. So like for me, it's extremes, right? If the water is super dirty, I'm going either super slow or very fast and aggressive, because I either want to drive them nuts or I want to just fish as slow as possible and put it in front of their face. But that's kind of my perspective. So like black baits, I really like a June bug bait anytime the water is dirty. And then for crankbaits, I fish like a chartreuse yellowback, or excuse me, a chartreuse blackback, like really bright, bold colors that stand out in dirty water. So that's kind of my perspective on it, is I either fish really slow or I fish incredibly fast just to drive them insane. But there's not much in between for me when it's nasty. I think that's why like
Okay.
Jason Christie fishes so well with a big spinnerbait, like a big bladed spinnerbait. It's because it's a really slow presentation, even though it's a spinnerbait. It just creates a big vibration, a big presence in the water, and you can fish it really slowly.
So
All right.
if I heard you correct, you like to use in
Yes.
dirty water. You like to use darker colored in the soft plastics, but in the hard baits, you're using something bright and flashy.
Bright and bold and flashy. Yep.
Why the difference between like why not bright colors across the board when it comes to soft plastics and hard baits? Why the difference?
A lot of times you can't get like as bright of a bait in soft plastics. You can get a chartreuse, but it's not like a real chartreuse, nasty, gross yellow. It's a lot of times off colored. So the black, the dark purples, the blues are going to silhouette really well. Versus in those hard body baits, it's just a profile, right? You're creating a sign or a sound and a size profile, and then that yellow flashes in that darker water.
So are you suggesting that if I were to make soft plastics for monster bass, that I should have a really bright chartreuse colored soft plastic?
Burley fishes that
I know.
chartreuse color,
Yeah.
and he crushes them on it up here in Midwest. Anywhere that there's off-color water, he crushes them on it.
Interesting. I'm not taking notes here.
I'm usually doing like green pumpkin or like the orange with like green and purple and black flakes in it. And that was my go-to bait out in California. But now that I'm here, it's not working out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would try a darker color. Try to go to those black and blues, those really dark colors. But it could also be fish location. Like if the lake is super different, right? Out in California, I don't necessarily know what kind of body of water you were fishing. But let's say it's Clear Lake, which is a more natural style body of water versus a highland reservoir like Grand Lake or like the Lake of the Ozarks, and you get really dirty water. That's going to totally change where those fish are setting up and living too.
Right. Yeah, I'm only 45 minutes from Lake the Ozarks, so I can't wait to get out there.
Are you money laundering?
No.
Would you like to start?
Good show, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I'll let you guys get going too, but Rick, I just want to let you know I love your products. I love your monthly subscriptions. I just renewed last week for another 12 months.
Oh my God. Thank you
So,
so much. I
you guys are
appreciate
awesome.
your support.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Since I got you on the line, what advice do you have for me to
Yeah.
make it better? What can we do to make it better?
You're asking the wrong guy on that one. I think you guys are doing an outstanding job.
I would love to see more fishing line.
Put
in
me on the
boxes.
spot on that one.
See, here's the thing, Ben. I put
You
fishing
know what you
lines-
could do is
go
you
ahead.
could throw a hat. You could throw a hat in the box.
Well, actually, Rafi just outlined the new SMS strategy on the board, and he wants me to throw in like more goodies like rod covers, face shields, things like that every couple months so that you constantly feel like I'm spreading the love. I don't
Yeah.
know.
There was so I got turned on to a fishing line. Trying to
I've got the monster bass rod covers already.
All right. Well, you know what I realized? Those
Yeah.
don't fit down below on boats because of the tag on it. So the next version I'm going to make, it'll be thin. You know, again, I'm not a boat owner, so there's my limitation of knowledge. I made them because I was like, oh, that's a really cool tag and that looks good, but it doesn't fit down below. But now I know, so the next version will have something a little bit different.
Sweet.
So anyway.
All right, guys. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I'll let you go. Thanks for the advice, Ben. I appreciate it. And Rick, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right, guys.
But yeah, like I got turned on to some trilene fishing line you guys put in one of the boxes with the jerk bait.
Yeah.
It was like 10-pound test trilene XL fluorocarbon.
Yep.
Dude, that's all I fish now. It's phenomenal line.
Yeah.
But I would have never known that.
Yeah, the line's a tough one because when I put it in, it's weird. Like, you get so much hate mail. Like when I try to do something different, like let's put in line, they're like, I signed up for baits. Why are you sending me line? Or I signed up for baits. Why are you sending me a rod cover? I'm like, the rod cover was a bonus. I just threw it in there. And
Yeah.
Like I got someone that told me, I'm not a beginner. Don't put Texas rigging stuff in the box. And I'm like, hold on. Let's pretend that I didn't call it a Texas rigging month. And I sent you some missile baits. I sent you some hooks. I sent you some tungsten weights. I sent you some peg stops. I sent you all this stuff. Would you like the box? He's like, yeah, that'd be great. I'm like, okay, so stop. It's not like everybody takes it so serious. It's unbelievable. Like literally, I can't call the month a month because, like I told Rafi, I'm like, don't put Texas rig on the cover because everyone is going to tell me that it's not a Texas rig box. I'm like, it's not. It's one of the 5 things that we're going to teach you this month. It's so crazy. People lose their minds. It's like,
How has that been going? The like boxes with a concept.
oh my God, they love it. People love it.
I like it too.
Like, how wouldn't you? I mean, whether it's your first time fishing or whether it's your 500th, if you can learn one thing, like Alex did a video on dragging shell beds, and I said to him, I'm like, is that a thing? I'm like, do people do that everywhere? And he's like, yeah, you can do that pretty much everywhere. I'm like, really? I'm like, I never heard of this. So I'm like, great. And and then I was talking to Mikey Balls. Like, I feel like really blessed to be able to like have guys like that can just share their knowledge for free.
The guys on the team are unreal. Like if you start to look at the overall content that we put out, you have Mikey, Ty Berger, Alex.
Ty Berger. Oh my God.
Ty Berger, unbelievable.
That
like,
guy's a
different
stick.
level of just the way he thinks of life, right?
Totally.
You have Debo, you have Burley, you have just this incredible team all the way down the line.
Yeah.
And the kind of content, man,
Yeah,
and especially focused content is really cool.
Totally.
Like this is what, man, this is just really cool content that I wish we would have thought about a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
It's sweet.
Rafi's done a hell of a job putting that thing all
Yeah.
together, and it's really good. Like, if I could do one thing different, I'd probably get rid of Alex Rudd.
Well, yeah, but yeah,
I mean that's a given, right? I mean,
yeah.
freaking jackass that guy. I mean, I would just make videos. Yeah. Anyways, thank God he's not on here.
Yeah, thank God he's not on here. But I would definitely like Bethany's amazing.
Oh my God, yeah,
If
the
you
way
could
she
just
took
pick
care.
and choose one or two of them.
Right, the way she took care of lunch and dinner. It was so good. I can't wait to go visit them again because I am bringing one of those fainting goats. I promise you that'll make the best video ever.
Wait,
I'm going to
the
show
next
it.
time you're drunk and you need to send him a gift.
Yeah,
just
right.
send him a gift.
It just shows up at the door.
Yeah.
Hey, it's I got an Uber delivery
He's got a
here. I don't know.
tattoo
I'm
on
looking
his
for
knee.
some guy named Alex Rudd. I got a goat here, and he keeps falling down like he's having an epileptic seizure.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Alex is on here.
Oh,
Ugh. All right.
no.
All right. Well, folks, we've had a great show for you, and we're going to. Oh, wait. He's really here. Ugh. You're not allowed to do anything without him, are you? Like, he just trolls you and makes sure. And let me guess, he's probably been texting you this entire time. Ben, you should have said this. Ben, you need to do this. Is he really is he that type of
He's
friend,
like,
super controlling?
Ben, you look terrible. Ben, you should talk about this. Ben, I wish there was line in the box. And I'm like, Alex.
I'm so sorry, man. It must be hard. Like, I know you work really hard at trying to, like, turn him into a better human being and all that. But, yeah. Oh, the Jig Squad is here.
Oh, dude, Michael Murphy. He's great.
So Michael Murphy, true story. If we're talking about the same Michael Murphy that I know, if that's him, Michael Murphy, is that you? The Michael Murphy that I know from way back in the day? I want to see in the. I want to see. I want to see in the chat if it's him.
I know it's Murph, but
I don't know. Terminator doesn't
Michael
tell
Murphy. Okay, I'm right.
That doesn't tell me if it's him though. Michael Murphy. So when I got hired by Fish Hound back in the day, the guy I worked for was like all about like, we got to do something with Michael Murphy and blah, 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 blah. And anyway, it'd be interesting if it was really him.
From Chicago.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably a different Michael Murphy. Okay. All right. Listen, Ben, I've kept you here long enough. I appreciate your time. I'm going to follow up with you because I do think that we should make something happen. And I'd be happy to send someone to you. I'd be happy to send you to Mr. Sam Moore and give you some new scenery and make it a quick in and out so that you can have a little bit of fun. Not to take you away from the family too much, but let's have a conversation next week before I leave for Dallas, and we'll see what we can come up with. How's that sound?
That'd be sweet. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate having me on too. So
yeah, no, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing the little bit of knowledge that you shared with the audience. We could have probably really tested your skills a little bit more, but
next time.
Alex ruined it. And now he's on here pitching his show and trying to steal all of our audience and tell him to come over to Twitch. And he's going to get his ass kicked by some UFC fighter in a kayak and whatever. Freaking Alex
Twitch.
Ruined. Gross. But if you are watching, I got nothing. Anyways. All right, Ben, listen, I'm going to let you get back to your family. Thanks so much for tuning in and being a part of it.
Guys.
And appreciate all that you do for the brand. And I'll talk with you soon.
Talk to you guys. See you.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Bye. You're not going to meet a nicer human being than Ben. If you don't subscribe to his channel, please head over there and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done already, you got to do me a favor. Can you hit the like button for me? I think we got like 4 likes so far. And, basically what we do is we gauge our annual reviews. So we determine how much money we're going to pay our customer support team based upon the likes that we get. So if you're not hitting the like button, you're not helping Bethany Rudd get rich. So do us a favor. Help Bethany Rudd get rich. We have the best customer support team. It's like 7:24 her time, and she's still working. And She's doing that to make sure that if you guys got questions, that you're all well taken care of. We want to before we leave, we want to remind everyone that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we are we really want everyone to be aware of this, because it's kind of crazy. We were on with Veterans Creed earlier today, and they do a tremendous job in helping first responders and veterans get outdoors and take a break from the craziness that is their world. And we often take I shouldn't say we often. I think we in this country take for granted all that they do and the sacrifices they make to give us the freedoms that we have and that many of us take for granted. Last time we were on, I talked about Mission 22, and it's crazy because Mission 22 is a nonprofit that. Mission 22 is a nonprofit that. Oh my God! Hold on a second. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Just driving home with Valhalla.
Oh, hi Valhalla.
I'll say hi to Rick.
Nope.
She's looking off to the side and smiling.
All right. Well, you guys are live on YouTube. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Do you want to call us back?
Yeah, can I?
Sure.
All right. Bye, Valhalla.
Bye. Want to say bye?
Where's Valhalla?
Bye.
Where are you? Where are you?
Are you hiding?
All right, I'll call you after.
Oh, bird. Okay, bye.
Bye. It really hits home when like you hear the stories of Veterans Creed and Jameson's story and the struggles of what they go through when they come back, and how there's really not as much support as you'd think. I remember when my parents used to come out to the West Coast, and they'd come down and they'd spend the winters in down near San Diego, and they would tell me about how they would go out to the base and fill bags of food, and I used to ask them, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And they were filling bags of food for the military, and I thought to myself, that's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard. Like, why do we need that? And you hear these stories, and you hear stories like Jameson's, and then you hear, like story after story about these guys that sacrifice everything so that we can live the lives that we think is normal, and then they just come back and they're forgotten. And the last time we were on, we talked about this group, and the weirdest thing was that, like, what y'all didn't know is that as we're talking about Mission 22 and the fact that 22 veterans commit suicide every single day, a really good friend of ours, his father, a Navy SEAL, he commits suicide. He took his own life like 5 minutes after the show ended, and we were talking about it. And it's so tragic to think about. It's so tragic to think about, like we sit here and we do whatever the hell we want. We got running water, we got food, we got jobs. We can pretty much do whatever we want. Shit, we can burn the flag if we want, right? Because we have the freedom to do whatever we want. And there's guys that got women and men that sacrifice so much so that we can do all that, and then they come back and they're just shit on. And last couple weeks ago we lost we lost, our good buddy's father took his own life, and it really hit home. It really hit home because I feel like we have an obligation. I feel like we have an obligation to take better care of them, to provide services and to provide programs to help them overcome what they endure over there or wherever they are. And so we're gonna make we got a big plan, and we're gonna put something in place because my friend's father is gone. His father's never come back, and I can't do anything about it, but maybe we can help raise awareness, and maybe we can help prevent somebody else's father from, staying on this planet a little longer. All right. Anyway, it's my show. I get to say whatever I want. So thanks if you sat here and listened to me run on. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Golden tickets. I just spilled wine. The golden tickets are D4273C2083, B162X9142, U2716P1461. I want to say thank you to Ben Nowak for being on the show. I want to say thank you to Jameson Hurley and Sean Gabriel from Veterans Creed for being on the show. We're looking forward to coming on down to Texas in a week. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of the guys from the team that I've not met in person. I want to say thank you to all you guys that are still sitting here at the end of the hour, listen to me ramble. We only do this because of you guys, so thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. Rafi, Fix, you're going to show us how to do this so we can do this from Texas? Yes. Yeah, so Fix is a rock star, and he and his hot little girlfriend, they just travel around the country. Fiance, sorry. They travel around the world, and so next week he found a ticket for $150, and he's going to travel some weird remote location in Mexico and celebrate Cinco de Mayo over there while we're at Taco Bell over here and doing our thing. So we'll have to figure out what to do next week, but we're going to have a great show for you. We're going to have a bunch of the guys from the team hopefully on. And if you haven't subscribed, use promo code SAVE10. It'll help you save $10. I promise you're going to learn one thing, maybe two, maybe five, and you're going to fill your tackle box with really great baits. Trust me, because I'm going to fish with those same baits. I'm going to win the tournament next week with Chauncey. And until next week, thanks a lot. Stay safe. I love you guys. Thanks a lot.